Wanna get dirty.
I love X-Tina. Well, I loved her back then.
You just admitted that you liked X-Tina.
Back in the day, in stripped era. Back when she was good, when she wanted to be Mariah, like she should. Hi everybody and welcome back to Two Gay Matts. It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And today we have to tell you of something great that has occurred in our lives recently.
Yes, and in the motion picture industry.
Yes, of course. I'm not the biggest musical theater person, but my favorite show of all time is The Last 5 Years, Jason Robert Brown, early 2000s. It was starring Sherry Renee Scott and some guy.
Norbert Leo Butz, two-time Tony Award winner. Get out of my
Whatever, some guy. And I've loved this since I was in high school. I always thought it was such a great production. It's the story of a 5-year relationship that kind of falls apart. And she tells it from the end to the beginning, and he tells it from the beginning to the end, and it's just, oh, they meet in the middle, it's iconic. Well, we heard that this was coming to the theater, the movie theaters, not the, like, musical nonsense. So, we're very excited, because it's starring the great dame of everything, Anna Kendrick, and Jeremy Jordan, who's from Smash, and who, honestly, before this, I wasn't the biggest fan of.
I know, I don't know why. You're so anti-Jeremy
I didn't like him, I didn't think he was that cute.
He's also like a Broadway star, just...
Great, that's great.
Oh, you're so disrespectful. You're so disrespectful to the Broadway.
I'm just saying, we're in California. Broadway's a million miles away. It's nice to be a local celebrity, I guess. Matt Steele is not the biggest fan of the source material.
I wasn't, okay, because I had never seen the source material. When the off-Broadway cast recording originally came out, everyone was going gaga over this show, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll listen to it. So I listened to it, and I was like, it's good, you know, I like it. Like, some of the songs are catchy, blah, blah, blah. But, like, I didn't really get the full emotional impact of it.
I did.
And that's because I never saw it. So, but his first experience with it was seeing it live.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
My first experience of it? No, it was not.
Oh, I totally thought it was.
No, it was not. I heard the music. I guess I just can better visualize what's happening and really enjoy what I'm hearing versus you when hearing a cast recording.
Oh, honey, no.
It seems like, because I knew how great this was. We head to the movie theater, we see it, and my God, I cannot say this enough. It's the most fantastic thing I have seen in the past. Since I've seen Dear White People, I've not been this affected. And even more so because, you know, you got the music, and you know, the music pushes everything. I love that they cast two people who can really, really sing. And like, their like, chemistry's really good, and they're so believable. And Anna Kendrick is just, oh, she is giving you everything you need out of a Kathy. If you know the story, you're always Team Kathy.
Always Team Kathy.
Because Jamie is trash. Like, I'm sorry. You kind of don't know who to root for. It's like, no, you do. You do.
Okay, here's the thing. I know, like, you gotta make both of the characters, like, three-dimensional. You gotta make both of them empathetic and everything. So, like, of course, Kathy is an aspiring actress. Yeah. She's not finding much success, and she's, like, struggling. Whereas Jamie, her husband, played by Jeremy Jordan, he's a writer, and he, like, at the age of 23, he, like, gets this, like, publishing deal, and it's just like, boom! Yay, it must be so hard to be a good-looking white guy. She's, like, a little jealous of him, and she sort of takes it out on him a little bit. So, like, of course, Kathy is flawed. But Jamie says some pretty terrible things
exactly,
to her, which we won't get into.
We won't spoil it for you.
Spoiler alert, he does, like, the #1 no-no in a relationship. So basically, as much as you can empathize with Jamie's frustration with Kathy, it's always Team Kathy.
It's always Team Kathy.
He said it before we left for the theater. We should have made Team Kathy t-shirts because Jamie is a piece of garbage.
Exactly.
Sorry, Jason Robert Brown. I know it's a little autobiographical, but sorry, Team Kathy. I am like totally hardcore. Acting comes first in musical theater. Singing comes second. But it was nice to hear some really great singing, because like they're both also great actors.
Right, and it's also like this show is not like, oh, we're gonna sing some songs and the musical will go in and out of dialogue. It's 95% song.
Yeah.
So they had to be, and the songs are not easy. Like they couldn't get Selena Gomez and like Zac Efron in there to do that. It just wouldn't have worked. And so having people who can really sing and really have chemistry together, like it really just enhanced my love for the show so much, and like the music, and like I think Matt Steele likes it. He's admitted to like thinking about the songs, doing gigs, following.
I always liked.
You did not. I played it, and you were like,
whatever. It just was never one of my favorites. I have to say, like, seeing it play all the way through, I'm just like, oh, I get it.
Yes.
It was very moving, I have to say. The movie is not perfect.
No.
You can tell it was like fairly low budget.
Yes.
Like there were.
Most of the money must have just gone to Anna Kendrick's pockets.
Hopefully, because like she delivered the shit out.
I know.
The thing that makes me very happy about that is there's this sort of stigma in Hollywood that like no one wants to see a movie musical. So producers will not invest in a movie musical unless there's this super crazy big budget. You have to like change all this crap to make it more appealing to like a mass audience, blah 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 blah. The last 5 years was made on a freaking dime, and nothing was changed about the source material, and it worked, and it was emotionally satisfying. I hope it's successful because it'll go to show that people will see a movie musical that's an independent movie.
It was like admittedly theatrical. It wasn't trying to pander to like the movie going audience. It's like, this is the show. This is how it works. This is why you feel the way you feel at the end of it, and we're not changing that to appease someone. And like that's probably why it was like done but very cheap, and like there weren't really, you'd see the beginning logos of like who's involved, and like this is the production company and this is the label that the soundtrack's on, and you're like, who?
Like all the production companies go,
like, I don't know what that is.
But good for them.
But good for them. They did it. As someone who's like imagined what this would have been like, a lot of it, there was a lot, like especially the Still Hurting, the opening song and the finale song, I was like, this is exactly how I would have imagined this going. So the only miss on that was the wedding, when I was like, oh no. But again, they didn't have that much money to work with. I'm like trying to tell everyone to go see this movie because it's so emotional and so beautifully sung and so good, and it's right on iTunes. It will put a link below. Like you have to download this movie, rent it at least. Like it's just so good. And again, I'm not the biggest musical person, so if you're hearing it from me, it can appeal to anyone who loves music, anyone who loves emotion, anyone who loves fucking Kendrick.
I feel like we should, like, for our viewers, we should like reenact all of the movie, except we would both fight over who would get to be.
I would be down.
Because I'm the actor, whatever.
I am very successful, but Jamie's white, so. We really have nothing else to say besides gushing and singing through the musical for you, so I guess we'll let you go and watch it, because that's what you should do.
Yes!
Thank you for watching us. Follow us at It's Matt Palmer.
And it's Matt Steele.
And like, subscribe, tell us your favorite parts of the show. What is your favorite part of the show? What did the movie improve upon for you, and what were you missing? But what did you love the most about it?
Sure.
We'll be back soon with another episode of Studio Naz.
Yeah, it's coming. Get ready.
Coming.
It's coming.
Happy last 5 years, everybody.
Okay.